Charlie, welcome back. I'm so excited to film today's video. This is my baby newborn essentials. I am a mother of 3. This new baby is number 3, and so I feel like I've pared it down to what we really need, and it actually feels so good to have less items to be taken care of. And these really are the things that I have used for each child that I swear by, that I keep going back to, and so I'm going to share them with you here and hope that it helps you. So I'm going to split this into 5 different groups for you guys. I've got nursing and feeding, I have postpartum, diapering and bathing, clothing and baby gear. So this first section for you guys is nursing and feeding. I want to go right into it with my favourite nursing items, and they are, I have the Haakaa here, which has been super helpful for me. I have pretty much exclusively breastfed both children, and this came in so handy when you are engorged and when you need to express some milk. It just pops onto the other side and will catch the milk for you. So I recommend getting one of these if you plan to breastfeed. Also, you will be wanting to get bottles and bags to store your breast milk, as well as a breast pump if you plan to pump milk. Next, I have one of my favourite items here, Nipple butter. This is Earth Mama brand, it's pretty good. This is so good because with my first especially, I use this so much, so often, just can feel very sore with breastfeeding, and so having this on hand, I had a jar in every section, every area of the house that I would nurse the baby, and it really helped me. And then if you find you don't use this, you can also just use it on a baby's bum to heal a diaper rash, or on your lips as lip balm. It's just pretty much like an all-purpose balm, but it's safe for breastfeeding. So that's super helpful, and I feel like it can cover multiple things. So you don't have to always buy the separate diaper balm and cream and things. You can just use this. My next item is burp rags or muslin blankets, and I love muslin blankets because they can be used for so many different things. You can use it as a nursing cover, you can use them for spit up to if you are if you're leaking, you can use that as well to help stop that. So super helpful. And then also you can use them as blankets if you need to have a little blanket on the go. Super lightweight, really nice for the summer and spring as well. So these have been really helpful, and I recommend having a couple of these on hand. Maybe one for the diaper bag or the car and one for home. So that's super helpful. And then burp rags, I never really bought the burp rag specific ones. I just use these cloth type insets. They're really padded and they are high absorbency, so they're really helpful and useful. I recommend those. Your pediatrician will probably recommend that you get some vitamin D drops, and I was awful at being consistent with using those, but that's probably a good thing to have as well. I also recommend having a large water bottle, whatever kind you like, go for it. I think this is 32 ounce. However, I do have 40 ounce water bottles that I use when I'm nursing because I'm so thirsty, and hydration is such a key in having being successful in breastfeeding, and also just keeping hydrated. We have to feed ourselves, so having a large water bottle is super helpful. Finally, what else do I have in here? Actually, I have these. These are on my extra list. You do not need these, but they come in handy. These are little heat pads you can put in the microwave, and if you are feeling sore, engorged, or if you have like a lump or anything like that, some kind of blocked duct, they come in really helpful, as well as sunflower lecithin capsules. I have them downstairs, but I found if I ever felt that I was maybe starting to get like a blocked milk duct, if I felt like a little bit firm in one area, I would just take those, and I never had mastitis, which I can't say that that's the only reason that I've never had that, but maybe it helps. So I recommend getting those and just having them handy, and if you don't take them consistently, no worries, but if you just take them when you feel like, oh, I feel like maybe there could be a sign of a blocked duct and you don't want to go down that road. So I recommend having those on hand as well. Those are my extras. Oh, and one more extra is having a nursing cover. So helpful. This is Copper and Pearl. I love this brand. They're really soft, and you can use it for nursing on the go, or to cover the car seat, which I think I used it mostly for that. It will just go over the car seat and super easy to use. Keeps the baby protected from rain or sunshine. So highly recommend having one of those on hand too, but it's not necessary. It's just one of those extras that I recommend. Next category is postpartum. I have this really short list. You will need lots of pads, and you will also want probably some tucks. I loved using tucks. They are meant for hemorrhoids. They're little circle pieces of cloth. I think they have witch hazel in them, but put it on a pad after you've had your baby, and they feel really soothing. I would also recommend padsicles. If you tear, you will be feeling sore down there, and so you can look up the recipe. It's very simple. It's a pad soaked in aloe vera, I think, and witch hazel, and put in the freezer, and they are so soothing. So those are helpful, but you'll want pads and tucks. That's my recommendation. For diapering and bathing, I keep it simple. I just want, you just need diapers. I would say get a pack or a box of newborn diapers, and then you might end up moving on to size 1 pretty quickly. If you have a rapid growing baby, you probably won't go through all your newborn diapers, so don't buy boxes and boxes of newborn, just in case your baby grows through them too quickly. So newborn diapers, and my favourite wipes are water wipes for having a newborn. They are just gentle and they are more pricey, but I think it's worth it for your newborn's bum. They have sensitive skin, and so you don't want to have to be dealing with wipes that have irritants in them. I have gone through so many different brands of wipes trying to find the perfect ones that are the most affordable, and I have come back to Honest wipes and then water wipes are my favorites, because my kids have had sensitive skin and reactions to wipes specifically, so you want to be careful with wipes. And so I'd say water wipes are the way to go if you can afford them, just for that first that newborn phase. And then my favorite thing to have on hand are these diaper mats. I get these from IKEA. You can get them on Amazon as well. We've used these for both of our children. We have about 4 of them, I think, and they wash really easily. They are super compact, and I have never ever had a changing station, a beautiful changing area, because we just would have a basket like this wherever we are, next to the bed or next to the couch, the usual places that you're hanging out. You want a basket like this. You don't want to be walking upstairs to a diaper station to change every single diaper, because you'll be walking up and down stairs all day long. I promise you, they poop and pee a lot. And then I like butt paste too, but we also use the nipple balm as well on their bums. So super helpful. Yeah, so that's our diapering section. We also, for bathing, I like to use a gentle soap. You can pick a brand that you like, but I think Ben's Soap Company has a really good gentle soap, so we like using that. And also we have always had a little bathtub that sits in the bath, and that is so helpful for your newborn, because I don't want to lay my newborn on flat in a bathtub. It just doesn't feel that awesome. So having something that you can set the baby in as you're washing them is so helpful, and so I recommend one of those as well. For clothing, I keep it really basic. I love zippered pajamas. For both of my babies have been born in the winter, and this one is due March 2nd, and so we just like to keep them cozy, keep them in pajamas. It's so easy. Zip them up and down. You don't want to be faffing around with all the different layers and things. I keep it really simple, and then when we go out on the go, we will have them in this kind of outfit in the car seat, and then I will just pop this beautiful little blanket on them in the car seat. This is one of my favorites. The Serenoni mini blanket is like a slight splurge item, but I recommend it. We used it every day for taking our baby out. And so in the car seat, that's super nice and keeps them warm, and I don't even bother with jackets and things like that. I am just not that type of mom. I just want to keep things simple, put the baby in the car seat, have a nice thick blanket, and probably a hat too, to keep that baby cozy and warm. And I also really like to have onesies. If it's summer or getting warmer outside especially, you want to have short sleeve onesies, and you'll probably keep your baby in this, and then you can add leggings to layer up if it's kind of chilly. And then another item, I like these little booties that they clip on to the baby's foot. Super helpful. They stay on, which is kind of the main thing. Babies are known for kicking off socks, So these kinds of little booties are great for your baby, as well as I have one of these on hand, and it's super helpful when you go out in the stroller and it's winter, it's cold. You can put your baby in this, put them in the baby carrier or just in the stroller, and you will have a cozy, warm baby. So those are my essentials, and I usually would have about 6 to 8 of these kind of zippered pajamas in each size over those first few months, just so that you can get through that time. And then once they start moving around, you can go for more interesting clothing. But to me, just keeping them comfy and cozy. I don't want to have buttons and things that would be uncomfortable for them, like denim. That's just not comfy for a baby. So you want to keep them comfy and cozy, keep them happy. That is my advice anyway, but obviously you can do what you want. And then finally, I don't have any of the gear on hand, but I'm going to add pictures for you just to show some of my favorite baby gear and some of the essentials that I like. So we love to use a sound machine for the baby and also a blackout shade. Now this is not necessary for a newborn, but it is after in those first few months. I think it's so good to get them to sleep longer and more peacefully and more calmly, have that sound machine, have a blackout shade in the bedroom so that it's just nice and dark for them. The next thing for me obviously is a car seat. We need to have a car seat if we're going to take our baby out and about, and then a car seat blanket. So again, this one, my absolute favorite. We use this every single day, so highly recommend this one. And obviously a comfortable car seat, and then a stroller. Ideally a car seat that fits into the stroller is just amazing, makes life so easy. So we have the Ergobaby Vista, and we bought our second hand, which is amazing. We got a good bargain, and so that's going to help us with our third one, because it has 2 seats, and then also has a ride on board at the back. So plenty of space for all my kids. If I need to just load them up and go somewhere, we can do that. You will want to have some kind of bassinet or something the baby can sleep in next to your bed, because we were in a 2-story home currently, I had a bassinet next to the bed, and then I also had a spot downstairs that the baby could sleep that was safe. So maybe even a pack and play. We love our pack and play. I think it's called the guava lotus. That's what it's called. I was like, I know it's some kind of fruit. Guava lotus, I think. Pack and play. It's slightly more pricey. You can buy it secondhand again if you're on a budget, but we have used our pack and play so much traveling. If we need to move our kids around in the rooms, if for some reason our AC went out and we had to move all the kids into our room just to keep them cool with an AC unit, we had the pack and play. We've used this thing so much, both of our children, and it's still going strong. And so I highly recommend buying a pack and play. This is not an essential for having a newborn, but if that's the place that the baby's sleeping, then obviously it's essential. So pack and play is super handy for many reasons and many things, but also maybe if you have a bassinet next to the bed and you want to have somewhere that they can sleep downstairs, maybe have a pack and play downstairs that is a safe spot you can put them in, away from your other children or animals or anything. So highly recommend that as well. I love to have baby carriers. I love baby wearing. It's one of my favorite things. I've gone through about 6 or 7, I think, different kinds, different brands. I've tried them all out. I love baby wearing. It's so fun. And I found that there are some that are really good and some that are not so good. So I would say that you would like a comfortable baby carrier, and I have my favorite so far has been the Ergobaby, and I can't get it now because my kiddo's napping and it's in her room, but there's a baby carrier. I'll link it. It's super soft, so nice for having a newborn, and then they can grow into it too, and it just feels so soft, so easy. You just click them in, but it's just like very lightweight and very soft, so it's perfect for that newborn phase. And you're not having to deal with like wrapping anything, or it's not bulky because you've got like a big tail that you've wrapped around, you've got your tail hanging out. It's really nice. So I highly recommend that one, as well as I have the Ergo 360, which is super old. It was given to me by someone who had 2 kiddos before, and so it has gone through a bunch of kids and it has lasted, and this has been so helpful when the baby's got bigger and you want a baby wear. If you need to nurse on the go, you can nurse in the baby carrier. It's so helpful. So I recommend those 2. I've tried the ring sling. I do not recommend those. I found it so uncomfortable. It ached my back. Maybe it's just me. It could just be like my body type, and but I don't normally get backache, but the ring sling gave me backache. So anyway, that's just me. And then I do love wrap carriers. I think I love them. But again, just for convenience, this Ergobaby one is so nice, so soft. You won't regret it if you buy it, in my mind. And if it doesn't work for you, you can just sell it on like Facebook Marketplace. That's what I did to a lot of my things. I would just buy secondhand, test it out, and then sell secondhand. So you're not really losing money, and you get to test and try new things and different things to see what works for you. One thing that I do think is so helpful and helped us so much is paying for a baby class. That has been essential for us. We use the Taking Care of Babies class. We loved it. We loved it for my son for the newborn phase, and then for the after the sleep regression, we had to sleep train him again. So that's another thing. So we use both classes that she offers, and I've used those techniques for both my children, and it's been wonderful. So I do recommend those classes if you haven't thought about it. Your sleep is so important, and your baby sleeping is amazing. It's a game changer, honestly. So you want to have good sleep, you need to be rested, and that's going to make you the best mom or dad or parent out there because you are well rested. So anyway, I recommend a sleep class if you would like that. Those are my baby essentials. That's pretty much everything that I can think of. If I missed anything, let me know. The one thing I'm thinking of now is I do like, we have a diaper pail we've used for all our children. It's been wonderful. We got a really cheap one. It's been perfect. You do not need one because you can just use a trash can, but it's so nice to have something where you can throw diapers in, trap that smell in, and then it's just diapers only. So I don't know, we like that. That felt necessary for us, but again, it's not essential. I don't think that anyone needs it particularly, but it's a nice thing to have. So those are my essentials for newborn, and then through those first few months of life. I want to mention a few more items I forgot earlier. So I'm back again with a few more items. Pacifiers, they are awesome. If you're choosing to go that route, I recommend getting a few different kinds to see which one your baby likes. Another item here is a swaddle blanket. Babies love to be snug and cozy, so I recommend getting a couple different kinds again, just to test and see what your baby likes. This one was really nice and soft, and you can get a nice snug swaddle. This one my baby also loved, this Love to Dream swaddle up one. It's good because they can feel maybe more free, but they're also swaddled, and it's tight enough that they don't wake themselves up. One more thing that I forgot to mention were nail clippers. Guys, thanks for being here. As you can tell, I am new to YouTube, and so I would love your support. You can probably tell by my skills on camera and also just my awkwardness, but we're learning. I feel like I'm getting there, and if you want to just watch me learn how to do this thing and come along for the ride, please subscribe and like. Again, comment. I would love just to hear from you. It's so fun to feel like I'm talking to real people out there. If you made it this far, that's awesome. Anyway, bye guys, take care and have a good day.